Hello, everyone. How have you been?
I've been wanting to ask that same question for so long. I missed you guys. I've seen a lot of people reacting to this new update saying things like too little too late, and I see where they're coming from. It's honestly weird how willing Nintendo is to give us amiibo villagers and honestly even acknowledge that any Nintendo IP outside of Animal Crossing exists. Well, except for Mario of course, but I miss it when Nintendo gave every IP a chance. And even more so than that, giving us quality of life features like bulk crafting and the ability to have multiple islands, which was such a big deal that even news articles were talking about it because siblings, parents, and couples couldn't decorate the island together because only player 1 had that ability. But when we wanted these features the most and we were practically begging at their doorstep, it was just silence. Like, I get it, man, but honestly, I don't really care. With the point that I was at, I never planned to boot up New Horizons ever again, even just for a short revisiting, because I realized that from a foundational level, New Horizons was never the immersive life sim that I wanted out of Animal Crossing, and it never will be because the central focus has always been player freedom and being a decoration simulator with the bare minimum dialogue input to make your little sandbox feel lived in, and I've long since come to terms with that. Which is why I'm so fucking glad to see them doubling down on what the game is good at, and at least making New Horizons into the best design sim it can be by giving players ultimate creative freedom. As if to say they might not have design be a focus in Animal Crossing for a while. At least I'm hoping that's the case. But at the same time, adding in Slumber Island and the hotel do feel like weird choices, because with these two combined, it now makes the base game better at being a decoration sandbox than the DLC with the sole purpose of being a decoration sandbox. Feels bad, man. Another one of my biggest issues with New Horizons is the lack of multiplayer content, and I was initially pretty disappointed to see this teased once again. Until Nintendo fucking came home, dude. You can make 3 Tortimer Islands now. But genuinely, Slumber Island does feel like the perfect answer to the multiplayer content that we've been wanting. This genuinely feels like the most overlooked part of the update, which is crazy to me because with 3 collaborative islands per player, there's so much potential for fun. I can see people playing Spleef with the water shovels, and if anyone here knows anything about New Leaf, the glitch potential with terraforming in multiplayer feels insane. I already know people are going to be clipping out of bounds like crazy with the water shovels, and I'm so here to see that. But yeah, this honestly feels like the perfect addition to the game, and the only thing I could really hope for that we haven't seen yet is maybe some sort of feature to upload your island as a form of save state so that you can preserve your island and actually live in one of your collaboratively decorated slumber islands. But I don't really have much hope for that because now Resetti can wipe your island, but there doesn't appear to be an option to restore it, which I feel like he would be the one to have. Which, as a side note, I feel like this honestly really hammers in how much Nintendo does not care at all about the immersive aspects of the game, with Resetti's job in this game being to reset, which it's literally, his whole character is being against resetting. I don't even have any words. I don't think you guys understand. This is complete character annihilation. This shit's literally unplayable. Speaking of unplayable, the one thing I was shocked they didn't add was shop upgrades. Like 9,000 storage, a bunch of new furniture, slumber islands, game consoles even making a return. But still only 5 pieces of furniture a day in the game about decorating? I just don't get it, Nintendo. Well, at least we got $5 Megaphone DLC. Anyways, I never expected to play or even think about this game, but while my thoughts on it won't change, I'm glad this game's at least gonna get 100 more hours out of me. 40 of which being F-Zero.